You are not the MVP. At least the people I'm talking about are not the MVP. Hi everyone, this is Jake, your resident content cowboy here, yeehaw, and the MVP system in Pokemon Unite is a little misleading, I think. People will walk away from a match thinking they did a great job just because they scored some points, and they see some of their allies and think they were terrible because they didn't score points. I want to go over some footage with you right now, and I'm not trying to call out any players specifically. I'm sorry if someone is featured in this video. I don't think that makes you a bad player. I'm just trying to show some moves that I think are detrimental to the game, but could get you an MVP status at the end of a match. So I'm going to get rid of my face here, and we're just going to see some footage, and I'm going to talk over it. Again, the players that I'm showing are probably very good players. I'm sure someone could compile a ton of clips of me doing some very, very dumb moves. So I'm not trying to call out anyone specifically, but I'm trying to call out a couple plays that I see often in Pokemon Unite that I think are making some people the MVP of the match, and also the reason that the team might have lost. So real quick, the MVP system or rewarding in the game often rewards someone who scored a lot of points. And scoring points is important, but it's not important when you consider that your team lost because you were going to score some points. So don't think that you being the MVP or having the most points scored means that you were that useful to your team. Let me show you why. Here we have a team fight that was called out down near Dreadnought, and we have our Lucario making his way down here pretty late, and then we have our Cramorant way up top scoring points. They're going to score 34 points here. If we lose this fight and lose this match, it's very possible that you will look like a better player because you went up and scored some of those points, but it really didn't help us in the game. Now, perhaps on a more coordinated team where they decided that was the good thing to do, fine. Now here we are fighting Zapdos. We've wiped 3 members of their team in a good team fight. So what is our Cinderace doing? He is in the top lane attempting to score 100 points. This isn't the absolute worst idea ever, except we wiped 3 of their people and we are all fighting at Zapdos. He also doesn't get the score right away because he's fighting with a Greninja. In that time, we take Zapdos and we win the match because of it. I understand where Cinderace is coming from here, and those quick 100 points could be really great for the team. But when your team is all fighting together, why are you making this decision? Sure, it gets you more points, but you're the carry. We need you in this fight. And I think the theme of this video is just splitting up for no reason. Right now, we are fighting. We're coming down here to fight near Dreadnought. It's going to be a bit of a team fight. I have to back and grab a couple berries really quick. I'm going to re-engage, and then we're going to continue fighting near Dreadnought, a fight that was called out for. Meanwhile, our Greninja is in the top lane trying to score a few points on a second goal. I'm not really sure what we're trying to gain here. We need to win this Dreadnought fight. We need to win these bigger engagements. So I think part of you thinks, oh, I'm doing something good, I'm being sneaky, but this game is too short to have you constantly making sneaky plays. Also, this Greninja just happens to get knocked out in this moment. So, you know, it's a huge loss. With these bigger engagements, you want them to look more like this. Your team zones out the enemy team, we beat them in a team fight, and then we can take Zapdos if we decide that's something that we need to do. We actually didn't need to do it in this game, but our team decided to start fighting it, which isn't terrible. It's fine. We didn't need to, but okay. So we zone them out. We beat them up. Our Machamp does leave, but I think he's kind of engaging with the Snorlax a little bit. In general, though, as a team, we should be up here securing this Zapdos. We do, and we get the win. Here's another moment that might secure you some MVP status, but I really don't think it's great. We're down here fighting Dreadnought, me and Machamp. Up top, we have Gengar, which I think Gengar should be down here, but more importantly, their Cinderace is up top scoring 40 points. Also, he's scoring 40 points right before the 2-minute mark. I might have waited to score those points at least, so it could have been 80, but instead, you just lost a Dreadnought fight, and then you're going to come meet us here in the center, and we're going to beat you up. What is the point of scoring a couple points? I don't get it. You're probably going to end the match, and it's going to show that on your team you were the MVP. You were the only one who scored points. Well, you were also the person who was not there for the team fight. You were not there for Dreadnought. You were useless when it came to fighting Zapdos, and your team lost because of it. So I think the MVP rating that some people can get is very flawed. It can often reward bad behavior, and I've seen people post things online where they show their score and they go, "How did I score 150 points and my teammates didn't do anything?" Now, I didn't watch those matches, so I can't say for sure, but part of me would guess, I don't know, maybe you weren't with your team in any of the moments you needed to be? And like I said, I'm really not trying to call that person specifically out, so I hid their name from that moment. But you can see that they are the MVP of their team, and I don't think they were the MVP. I think they made some huge mistakes that actually might have, who knows, but might have cost their team the match. So that's my thoughts on the MVP system. I think it's a bit of a mess right now because it's going to convince some people that they made good plays, even though they absolutely did not. Just scoring a little bit of points when you lose major team fights in the game is not an MVP move. An MVP move is being an Eldegoss and no one appreciating anything you do and not scoring as much as other people because people stuff their goals with less points than you, and by the end of the game, one person who knows what's up gives you a good job. That is the MVP of Pokemon Unite. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. I know this video is a little ranty, I guess, about the MVP system in Pokemon Unite, but I just don't think it always rewards the person who's the MVP. Being there for your team, playing your role correctly, telling your friend their haircut looks great even if you don't think it looks great. Those are MVP status moves. Thank you all. I'll see you next time. Mwah!